Hey, it's Scott McFarlane. Best of both worlds. It's Friday and it's Halloween, which means at some point tonight, I'm just going to crush some of the candy that's left in the kids' candy baskets, but we'll keep that between you and me. One of the orders of business today, as Washington opens up for the day, is the judges demanded answers about what happened with the sentencing memo in the case of Taylor Taranto. You'll recall Taranto was found guilty in May of menacing outside the D.C. home of former President Obama. He was also accused of being part of the January 6th riot, but he got his pardon before that case ever went to trial. In the initial memo, a 14-page memo, two prosecutors on the Taranto case noted that he had been accused of being part of January 6th, and that January 6th was a riot, and that a mob was responsible for it, and that there have been conspiracy theories about it since. And in that initial memo, they noted that it was then former President Trump who appeared to have posted the Obama address publicly for the likes of Taylor Taranto to see. That memo vanished midweek. You'll recall a new memo, a shorter one, was then posted by two different prosecutors. And it did not reference Trump, and it did not reference January 6th, or that it was a riot, or that there was a mob. In court on Thursday, judge sentenced Taylor Taranto basically to time served and 3 years supervised release with some restrictions. Not much of a surprise. But there was a crowd in that courtroom to hear what was said about that disappearing memo and the erasing of January 6th. The judge complimented the former prosecutors who had issued that memo, saying they did good work on the case and they should be very proud of how they've conducted themselves. And he ordered some answers, and the new prosecutors assigned said they'd like a week to do so. Some of this is just an argument in principle, because here's the original memo. We found it, we saved it, we printed it, we screenshotted it at the time before it vanished. But there is an issue of practicality, according to former Department of Justice officials and attorneys who've spoken to me. They want to see how this ends up, because there's the risk of a chilling effect on future prosecutors in future cases if this erasure goes without answers.